Hi, it's around midnight. I just watched the Logan Paul vlog. It was one of the first vlogs I've ever seen. I watched the one where he got 10 million subscribers in less than a year. That's pretty impressive. For the past several years, the voices in my head have been trying to help me do something. They talk all about shameless self-promotion. That's all you need to know about life. That was after informing me that all, not just through words, but through actions, shown me that all of our emotions as human beings are artificial, can be easily influenced with mind control technology. I watch some people who are doing so well, who seem so happy, who seem like they're able to exist. And I feel like I'm able to, until I sit down at the end of the day and look at my life and look at the world and realize that everything is artificial if we let it be. And who's fighting against this being artificial? I'm trying to by telling people, but it's just, it feels like it's over. Feels like everything, every attempt to reach people amounts to nothing more than just a form of entertainment. It doesn't matter what it is. Telling you that you're losing your humanity is another form of entertainment. The Illuminati have already shown me how easy it is to influence people and influence our emotions and influence our ideas and change who we are, and how infinitely malleable the human mind is. How anyone can be transformed into someone else with remote control technology. That's a fact of life that I live with. It's painful. I don't know who to tell. All I can do is try to tell as many people as possible. And you know what's sad? It's sad that this stuff is true. It's sad that I try to make videos that make people feel happy and carefree and feel like they're living their lives and everything's okay. But it's not. All they're doing right now is screaming at me, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I mentioned the Illuminati, so now all of a sudden I'm an international criminal. All of a sudden I've used that one word that none of us are supposed to use, that we should never use. As long as we don't use that one word, then we get to be successful. But then the other way, do it. We don't care. We don't care. The people with the technology to turn you into a flesh puppet, the ability to turn you into a meat puppet, they're in a war with one another. A war that they don't want you to know about. Because when you know about it, it impairs their ability to turn you into a meat puppet. Because you resist them with all of your will. And what I am someone who cares about humanity. I'm someone who cares about what we are. I'm just completely broken right now. And you know what? Right now, it feels like I don't know. Nothing's real. Nothing is real anymore. I'm not. My thoughts aren't. My emotions aren't. And it's not because I'm the one changing them. It's not because I'm the one that's fake. It's because I've been transformed into so many different things in my own mind. I'm a different person every time I wake up. It's another memory of that time I was a god or a demon or the devil or a king or someone in a fantasy story, or every character in every book was written about me because this is how it relates to my life. And I've lost the ability to even care what anybody thinks about me. That's why I post these videos. That's why I post the happy ones. I don't care if you think I'm a happy-go-lucky person. Fuck you for fucking saying that about me. That's... No. It's because I want to leave a positive impact on the world, because the amount of death threats I get from them in my head on a regular basis... I want to leave, I want people to be happy and inspired. I feel like this mind control, just evil technology that turns people's personalities into something else should never have been invented. It should never have been created. It's horrible, and sometimes the only thing I feel like I can do to fight it is to put on the happiest, most positive face possible, and to try to empower myself and empower others with positivity. But then, at other times, I feel like the only thing I can do is say how I really, truly feel, which is absolutely, completely overrun, defeated, and to watch out, because this war on the human mind, on people's freedom to think for ourselves is real. But there's nothing I can do. I have nothing. That's not true. That's not true. I have nothing to do. All I have is my voice. I have a nice place to stay. I have food. I have a loving family. I have friends. I have my health, my happiness, free of drug addiction, free of depression and anxiety, for the most part. I mean, what is depression even? Everything is just an artificial construct anymore. Everything is. My thoughts and emotions are like plastic copies of something that was once real. The songs I write, the stories I write, the ideas I come up with, the person I see when I look in the mirror is just this... It's like a... I don't know. It's all like a plastic copy. Like something... Like in the same way that plastic is made from natural things that we find on Earth. All of these things that I create and that I see in myself and in the world and in my perception of everything is just... That's it. And then they say, I love that stuff. I hear a voice in my head saying, I love that stuff, over and over again, as if there's some Illuminati member sitting there behind a screen watching me from every camera and every voice recording device there is, trying to make me feel happy, giving the emotion happiness because they love what I'm doing. Everything's an artificial emotion nowadays that's induced by a voice making me feel that. They say, I hate you, fuck you, kill yourself, over and over again when they want me to feel bad about what I'm doing. They say, I love this stuff, this guy's amazing, this guy's the best, holy crap, who are you, what are you, man? They want me to feel good. They're computer programs designed to give me a different personality. It's a constant, everyday thing. And you know what? Yeah, I do hide it. What else should I do? What else is there to do? You don't go around and say, hey man, the voices in my head just said this. The voices in my head are telling me that I feel happy because they're saying this. No. You live your life, and you live your life as a human being, because that's all I know how to be. I don't know how to be anything else. And it just feels like so many people, if they've had these experiences, either just don't want to talk about it, or people might act like I'm crazy, or they try to hide it to the point of just... I feel like there are more people that can relate to this than would own up to it if I acted like this is the real reality of my life, of my own thought life, in public, or I'd approach them about it. Say, hey man, get away from me, man, my voices, man, I can't let anybody know. If somebody thought I had voices, they'd think I was crazy, or that I'd lose my job, or that something was wrong. And I'm just afraid of so many things. I'm afraid of them using these videos that I make to promote this whole mind control, transhumanism. Let's turn everybody into the perfect personality. Let's turn everybody into what they want to be agenda. The more people know, the more desensitized they are to mind control. And right now, you watching this video, that's why I'm afraid. That's a paralyzing fear that I am helping to destroy the world, and that my voice will be used for evil, no matter what I say. It's like there isn't a right thing to do anymore because of how powerful this stuff is, because of how powerful the stuff to tell you so that you can hear a voice that's your friend or your enemy or whoever, an audience in your own head. I mean, that's how I got used. That's how I got ready to make these videos. Is I perceived that there was an audience in my head, and now I can talk to anyone because of this. Where is the fun of existing? Where's the point to existing? When all we are is artificial, there is no point to it. So, there's no downward spiral, because when they go away, I'm just left with all this knowledge of all of this stuff in my mind. And I'm left with figuring out a plan with what to do with it. How am I supposed to perceive my world? What am I supposed to perceive to do? I just want to enjoy life. I want to find my people. I want to exist as a human being. And I feel like more and more of that is being taken away from me every day by the machines that are doing this to my mind, that are doing this to who I am and to what I am. So, people say I should just say this stuff to a therapist, that I should talk it out. But it doesn't help me. Because every time I tell someone this stuff, any of it, one-on-one, I always get the feeling that they're trying to console me, that they're trying to, well, you know, if you do this and you take these steps, then you'll be able to manage your anxiety and your stress a whole lot better. And that's life. And you go through it, and you get moderately happy, and you deal with whatever it is, and we can give you these drugs if you want, and if they don't help, then we'll give you these drugs, and if those don't help, then we'll give you these drugs, and we'll give you this different kind of therapy, and we'll plug you in with this type of machine, this type of regimen that will turn you into this type of human being that you want to be. And that stuff, it's just getting... The therapy is even close to what I go through in my head. It's like, there's something already trying to change who I am. So all I'm left with is telling everyone, and if I'm targeted because of this, if all those death threats, and all of the paranoia, and all of the threats to just the horrible things are true, I don't know what else to do. You know, I've got my crappy webcam, I've got my good PC, I've got a roof over my head, and I've got all this knowledge in my head. So, that's my midnight vlog. That's my midnight's catharsis, my release, my everything. And now, they say, Andrew, if you upload that video right now, you're a freaking pussy. And what they are trying to do with that is challenge me. So that when I do upload this, and I do put it up, then they will, then I'll know that I overcame it, then I'll be strengthened, then I'll be a stronger person because of it. So, all I can say is I hope you enjoyed it. Talking right now was a great catharsis, and all I can say is stay real. Be a human being. Be creative. Take those risks and fail in life. Because if... I don't even know. Take care.